Hello and welcome to Let's Face It with Joe. It's great to have you here where real people share genuine social and relationship concerns. Today I will be talking on a topic that's causing grief in many marriages: erectile dysfunction. You and your spouse have the urge. You're both feeling really sexy. It's been a week or so since you made love. You've both been really busy at work, so tonight's the night. You kiss affectionately, then remove each other's clothes. You get on top, preparing for the great entrance, and then he says, "Oh, I've got headache and I'm tired. Let me just sleep for an hour or so. Sorry, darling. I'll make it up to you later," he says. Then 1 week, 1 month, and 3 months goes by, and it suddenly dawns on you that your partner hasn't made any attempt to touch you and leaves you high and dry. Could it be that he isn't attracted to you anymore sexually? Or is he seeing someone else? Numerous thoughts flash through your mind. Fear and anxiety starts to set in. If your partner never reveals this problem to you, it may seem like an endless journey to discover the truth. However, if he does eventually open up, it's heartbreaking and could lead to disagreements affecting every area of your marriage, not just sex alone. Erectile dysfunction, ED, also known as impotence, is a type of sexual dysfunction characterized by the inability to develop or maintain an erection of the penis during sexual activity. Erectile dysfunction can have physical and psychological consequences, as it can be tied to relationship difficulties and self-image. Erectile dysfunction is one of the most widespread kinds of sexually distressing medical conditions. In fact, about 20% of all men suffer from ED at one time or another, and a man faces increasing odds of acquiring the condition as he ages. When a man is dealing with ED, it often affects the emotional health of his romantic partner. How does it feel to have ED? I'm sure it's one thing that makes a man less confident. The estimated global prevalence has been on the increase. It is projected that a number of men with this condition will rise to 322 million by the year 2025. Erectile dysfunction is usually underestimated in many developed countries, including Nigeria, since most men are too egoistic to confess to it. The dysfunction could demolish all levels of marital intimacy, such as emotional, social, sexual foreplay, recreational, and intellectual intimacy. What if one day you discover that the man you newly married has ED, or while in the marriage as he ages can no longer give you that much desired satisfaction you always had? Will you quit the marriage or just manage to live with the painful truth for the rest of your life? Could this be you waving goodbye to those good old days when your sex life was so erotic and you were like rabbits on ecstasy? Let's go out and hear what the general public had to say about this topic.
My name is Mr. Cool, and what I think erectile dysfunction can be very embarrassing to anyone, whether married or not married. Basically, for the couple, for the married people, sometimes it's a cause of a lot of misunderstanding in the home, because sometimes the wives get to think that, oh, the reason this thing is not activating is that the man is wasted outside and all of that. And the man is there battling with his own emotions about what he would have loved to happen that is not happening. You know, so I think it's a very big problem. But if two people can understand themselves and try to work on the problem, that, you know, rather than throwing blames, because it's something I've found out about the society. poor or what you call bad sex is always blamed on the man. It's hard to hear when they say the woman is not good in bed. It's always a thing, thumbs up, that the man is good in bed. But sometimes there's something over time I've heard and I've read about, that a man could be a tiger with one woman and be a puppy with another woman.
Hi, my name is Nelly. What I think about erectile dysfunction is that I feel it's a thing of the mind. To me, it feels like it's psychological, and it can also be caused by diseases like diabetes, hypertension, all those kind of diseases that affect the blood, the heart, and all of that. So, but I feel the way it affects a man is that it just makes them feel very low of themselves. It causes a very low self-esteem, and to me, the way I feel it could be solved is by meeting with maybe counselors and all of that, trying to understand where the main cause of the problem is stemming from, and then when you understand what is the causative agent of your own problem, then you can be able to like start the long process of healing yourself.
Welcome back. If you are a victim of erectile dysfunction and you haven't buckled up the courage to seek medical attention, the time is nigh. Doctors are very aware of the methods that can treat this condition. However, both you and your spouse may also need some professional advice together on how to manage the current frustration of her sexless life by trying other means to help aid her emotional needs. She is human and needs that touch. So, are there ways you can make her sexually satisfied again? The answer is a big yes. Touch her in the right places and you'll be glad you did. Don't just ignore her or break the communication. Keep that fire burning. If not, this issue can cause a huge vacuum of communication in the home, and one of the reasons why women cheat, as we discussed in one of our former episodes. Also, after seeking medical help and still no physical improvement, may result in using sex toys rather than committing infidelity. They might use them together as a couple too. Remember, your woman needs to feel good again, and it takes two to tango. But if it's not sweet like a mango, is it time to go? Sometimes erectile dysfunction is not a medical condition, but a mental condition, which is why some men commit adultery easily but can't make love to their wife. But that's for another day. Thanks for being a part of today's episode. Join me next week for more. Take care, and remember, don't hide it. Let's face it together with Joe.
Training sessions are available with Joe on relationship, professional and social etiquette, including elocution and diction. For corporate organization or personal teaching, send a mail to the email address displayed on the screen now. And don't forget to tap subscribe to Let's Face It with Joe on the YouTube page.